Billionaire finds his maid sleeping on a bench with his baby. What happens next is shocking. Rain hit the marble steps like tiny knives. Under the grand gates of the Collier estate, a young woman slept on a wooden bench, her baby wrapped in a towel that wasn't meant for warmth. Behind her, the mansion lights burned gold, bright against the cold gray morning. She hadn't eaten since yesterday, but she rocked her child like he was enough to live for. When the gates opened, workers passed by, whispering. Some laughed softly. The maids lost it. But she didn't move. Her eyes stayed on her son, steady and calm, like she had no shame left to lose. A sleek black car stopped. The billionaire stepped out, Aaron Collier, her employer. His shoes splashed water near her bench. The others froze, waiting for anger. But he only looked down, quiet. Her baby's tiny hand reached out from the towel, touching the edge of his coat. He didn't pull away. She stood slowly, handing him a small notebook, his missing business ledger, one she'd found hidden in a trash bin after a staff dispute. "You dropped this yesterday," she said softly. Inside were pages of coded notes worth millions. She'd stayed to protect it, and his child, who'd wandered out when the storm started. Whispers turned to silence. One of the guards looked down. Another stepped back. The smirks were gone now, replaced by a mix of guilt and disbelief. Aaron turned pale. "You stayed all night?" he asked. She nodded. Her voice broke. "He called for you in his sleep." The baby's tiny cough filled the space between them, a sound sharper than any shout. "Wait, that's his son?" ran through the staff like a spark. The head maid, who'd mocked her most, stepped forward, then stopped, her face twisting. She dropped the keys she'd hidden to lock the servant quarters, the metal clinking loud against the marble. Aaron took off his coat and wrapped it around the maid and child. No speech, no apology. Just a quiet nod. As they walked inside, the bench stood empty, rain still falling on the spot where dignity had waited all night and finally been seen.